The spectacular panorama of snow-capped Dholagiri and Nilgiri range surrounding us was an instant reckoning to realize last night's bone-biting temperature that disrupted our all-out sleep. But yes, this landscape not only evaporates all our grievances instantaneously but lifted our spirit to roll the wheels for the day. Oh my god, are we daydreaming or what? Our wheels rolling over super smooth black tarmac. It's the most precious gift that we can adore at this moment. Sange told us that we will be rather having an easygoing drive out of approximately 65 kilometers for the day. Today, we will be traversing through the apple village of Marfa, the windy valley of Jomsam, the ancient hamlet of Kakbeni, and drive up straight to 12,500 feet till Muktinath temple and return back to Kakbeni for overnight stay. Coming back to the heavenly horizon around us, we found that river Kaligandaki became most prominent in this stretch of journey. And strangely, idiosyncratic construction of low-lying hills on the other bank of the river started to emerge one after another. Every pattern is different from the other. Wow! Truly speaking, we are simply astounded with the step-by-step unveiling of this amazing landscape. Stopovers thus became more and more frequent so to absorb the mightiness of this region. Suddenly, it occurred to us that yesterday's excitement revolved around driving through the deepest gorge of the world, and how the very next day, the excitement turned out towards a valley swept by fierce wind that is hard to withstand. We are absolutely amazed at this perpetual change. Sange capably continued to provide us characteristic insights about the land and its history, which in turn is enhancing this overwhelming journey of ours. Talking about the village of Marfa, home to an ethnic group called Thakali, situated at an altitude of roughly 8,700 feet, is famous for its apple orchards and is thus referred to as apple capital of the country. Interestingly, Thakalis are some of Nepal's most successful business people. Once active in salt trade from Tibet, are now owners of most of the hotels and motels of Nepal. The wide open rugged landscape in one hand kept us mesmerized and busy as well while maneuvering through its gravelly tracks. But one thing is evident, in coming few years, government of Nepal will surely turn this stretch of road into a delight for motorists. I especially was skeptical about this unknown territory and though did undergo through a lot of mental preparation by charting the territory back at home, but now after driving for last 2 days, I can't deny the fact that it wasn't ample. As usual, road trips always throw something unexpected at us, be it circumstances, landscapes, or amazement or excitement. This tiny town of Jomsom, situated at an altitude of roughly 9,000 feet, being the district headquarters of Mustang region, is primarily an administrative and commercial center, while boasting a small airport as well. It is considered to be the gateway to Upper Mustang and Annapurna circuit treks. Locals call it the Windy Valley, as because this area is swept by howling winds caused by differences in atmospheric pressure between the Tibetan plateau and the lower reaches of the valley. The wind starts at around 10 am in the morning and becomes increasingly so strong that it even prevents flights to take off or land after 11 am. Till Jomsom, we were driving on the left bank of Kali Gandaki, and as we crossed to the other side of the river, we could figure out the striking change in the characteristic of the surrounding landscape. Not a tiny patch of greenery can be seen as long as our vision can travel. The land around us is too arid and harsh. During our last break at Jomsom, where we had to submit our documents at the ACAP checkpost, we could well understand the wind blast gushing through the town crossroads. And now, when we are traversing through absolute wide open horizon, it has started to show its true color. We can literally feel the wind force slamming onto our vehicle. Now, the reason behind the idiosyncratic formation of the hills is coherent. Blasting dry wind piercing this corridor for millions of years have resulted erosion of soil and rocks, creating mind-blowing, awestruck eroded canyons and vividly colored stratified rock formations. Amazing. Out out of our stupefied state of mind, we continue to pause here and there to absorb the beauty of these astonishing crafts of Mother Nature. After 12 kilometers from Johnson, leaving aside the town of Kagbeni on our left, we started to ascend towards the temple of Muktinath. Decent blacktop road was a welcoming gesture, of course. A few corners of ascent and suddenly we are face to face against the vast expanse of massive snow-peaked mountain ranges all around us. Suddenly, I can feel the behavioral change of our machine. Sange told us that in this short span of 30 minutes, we are going from 9,500 feet to 12,500 feet. A quick adaptation of my driving pattern brought the machine back to life.
Though we were reluctant of climbing the 80 stairs to reach one of the highest temples of the world, but Sange insisted this high altitude drive to help us get acclimatized. After wandering off round the streets of Muktinath temple while collecting some memorabilia and capturing glimpses of the 360-degree mountainscape, we started our journey back to Kagbeni. We found the town of Kagbeni to be one cozy place, especially after being welcomed by Yaki, the husky named by his family after Donald's, their cozy little retreat. After lunch and little stretch out, Sange decided to take us to the Red Monastery, located right on the bank of Kali Gandaki, whose origin date backs to 1429 AD. It is amazing to experience the uniqueness of this ancient building. Since tourists aren't allowed inside the old architecture, we decided to take a closer look inside the newer built monastery just beside the old one. Sange's elaboration of those fascinatingly intricate wall paintings demonstrating circle of life of humankind according to Buddhist beliefs made the visit more engaging. Our exploration of this ancient tiny town became more engrossing as we started walking the dark alleys of the ruins of ancient village and fort of Kagbeni. It is simply captivating to walk this 500-year-old history. What an incredible feeling observing the architectural patterns of those times while having goosebumps to realize that once a thriving place now lying in ruins. Once again proved that time says the last word. With a thoughtful mind and vivid perspective, we came back to our room, waiting for the night to be over so as to start our next leg of journey to enter the forbidden kingdom of Lo.